Hello everyone, welcome to the next session on operations research. In this session, we are going to discuss the fourth type of numerical on assignment model. The fourth type is the unbalanced problem. A departmental head has 3 subordinates and 4 tasks for completion. The employees differ in their capabilities and the tasks differ in their work contents. With the performance matrix given below, which 3 of the 4 tasks should be assigned to the subordinates? So you can see here there are 4 tasks A, B, C, D, and there are 3 subordinates 1, 2 and 3, and in the cells below is given the time in hours. So this problem again is little different than the previous one because you can see that there are 4 rows and 3 columns. So that is why this is called as unbalanced problem. We need to first balance the problem. So I'll start by writing, since the number of rows is not equal to the number of columns, therefore problem is unbalanced. Now when you are solving the problem in exam, obviously it will not be mentioned that the problem is of unbalanced type. So while reading the problem and observing the table, you will come to know that it is of unbalanced type. So you need to mention that the problem is of unbalanced type, and hence we are converting this So we are converting the unbalanced to the problem of balanced type by adding a dummy column. If you see, the 4th column is missing over here. So that is what we are going to do. So I'll just draw the table again. We have task A, B, C, D, and here we have the subordinates. For the first 3 column, I am going to copy the value as it is from here. So this is 9, 12, 11, 8, 13, 17. This is 20, 12, 13. This is 21, 15, 17. Now since this is a dummy one which we have added, so we cannot allocate any value from our side as we would then change the problem. So what I can write is 0. Now if you observe carefully, you don't have to go for the step of row minimization because each row already has 1 0. So if you still want, you can calculate the row minimum and go for one step, or it is not required directly. You can go for column minimum calculation because in each column a 0 is not present. So here the minimum value is 8. Here you have 12. This is 11 and this is 0. So I will go with the second step now. This will be column minimization. So let's subtract 8 from each of these numbers. So this is 1, 0, 12, 13. Again here we are going to subtract 12. So this is 0, 1, 0, 3. This is 0 because we are subtracting 11. This is 6. This is 2 and this is 6. Here since it is 0, so let's write 0 again. Now each row and each column has 1 0 at least. So we can go for the first allocation and check if optimal solution can be obtained at this step itself. First row has 3 zeros, so we will skip this row. We will go to the second one, 2 zeros, skip this row. Third row has 2 zeros, skip again. Fourth one has only 1 0, so allocate and cancel out the corresponding column. Now we will go for column allocation. So if you check the first column, that is 1 0, cancel out the corresponding row. Second column has 1 0, cancel out the corresponding row. Now if you go to the third one, you would see that there is no 0 left, but there is one 0 which is remaining here, but we have already done the allocation at this step. So what I would do is, since now I know that this 0 would not be the correct solution, I would allocate over here, still cancel out this row, no allocation here. I will allocate this 0 at this position and cancel out this row. Now whatever I am doing with the red color, you would do it with a pencil initially in the exam. So it's okay to first allocate and then realize that okay, at this stage this 0 would be a wrong allocation, because instead if I allocate this 0 would now take the proper allocation. Otherwise this last 0 would remain and your solution would be wrong. So what you can do is, you can do this with a pencil such that you can change it. Now I have already done with a pen, so it's okay. I have 4 allocations, you can see, and 4 rows. So I will write down, since number of squares is equal to number of rows, therefore optimality is reached. So I can go for the last stage 3, where I will be writing the optimal solution. So for that we will first make the column of task, that is A, B, C, D. Then we have subordinates to which the task has been allocated, and finally the time that will be required in hours. And we also have to calculate the total value of this time. So the first task, you can see, has been allocated to the third subordinate. So I'll write here 3. The second one has been allocated to the first one. C is allocated to 2 and D is allocated to 4. For getting the time, I'll go to the main table. A is for 3, so it is 11. B is at 1, so this is 8. C is at 2, so this will be 12. And D is in the fourth one. The fourth one is obviously 0. So I will write down the time. This will be 11, this will be 8, this will be 12, and this is 0. When you add all of this, you will get 31. So therefore, you write down D will remain. D is the task. So you can write down, therefore task D will remain unallocated. Therefore the actual hours will be 31. So this is my answer. So with this I end the session. I hope you have understood the numerical. If you have any doubts, please write to me in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon for latest video updates. See you in the next session. Thank you.